It's just been such a beautiful morning here. Just listening to the array of birds out here, it's just been beautiful. There we go, just as the rain started, another beautiful little bass. Well, that was pretty bloody sketchy. For tonight, I've got a rosemary and beef pie, so we'll see how that goes.
Heading into the Wollemi wilderness was something I'd been dreaming of for a while. It occurred to me that while I'd spent a tremendous amount of time adventuring across the state, I seemed to have somehow neglected the gems that lie right on my doorstep. So with the forecast for some good weather and summer upon us, it was the perfect opportunity to get away from it all and explore this remote and rugged landscape in what will be one of the best solo hikes I've ever done.
G'day guys, welcome back out for yet another yonder, and this time we're in Wollemi National Park. And man, just take a look at the place. It is absolutely wild out here. I cannot believe it's taken me this long to get out to Wollemi, but I'm beyond ready to get down into the gorge and explore the river. We've got a pretty steep hike ahead of us, so why don't you guys just sit back and hopefully hang around and enjoy the rest of the video. Let's get into it. Well, this is my first glimpse of the Colo River, and oh my god, it's like love at first sight, I think. This thing is absolutely beautiful. When you think of hiking in Australia, this has got to come to mind first. Oh my god. Wow, I cannot wait to get down there and explore this place. Just, wow, wow. Oh my god. Ew. Oh man, this is some seriously steep country, eh? It's definitely for the keener adventure types. Oh man, that's why I just came down. Oh, I think it's going to be worth it, but well, we're almost down the gorge now, and I've just started to see a few more grass trees or samphoreas. And they're actually a nice little bit of bush tucker. There's just so many uses of them. They used to be used as like a form of glue. They're also a staple for Aboriginal people. They dig out the roots and get fibres from these big stems, which have just finished flowering. It would have been nice to see in flower, but yeah, very, very cool. Even the stems grow up to like 3 meters, so they were commonly used as spears. But very nice bit of bush tucker. Anyway, let's keep going. Well, I've just made it down into the gorge, and man, this place is just absolutely beautiful. Man, I'm ecstatic to be down here. Anyway, plan is to trek down to the junction, which is another couple of k's downstream, and then from there I'll decide where I want to set up camp for the evening. But anyway, let's head down this beautiful river. Actually quite pretty. All the flowers on the cliff up above me here have dropped all their petals and they're creating this nice little path for me to follow of flower petals. It's quite nice. Oh well, just made it to the junction and man, I'm buggered, eh? That took a bit longer than I thought it would. A bit of scrambling over boulders and yeah, you name it, but we're here now and I'm pretty hungry, so might get into some lunch and have a swim. I'm super stoked with just how clear the water is. It's absolutely beautiful, so yeah, very keen to have a swim. Well, that swim was really bloody nice, eh? I had a bit of lunch too and I'm totally refreshed after that. So what I might do is grab the pack and head downstream. There's a place I've marked out on the maps for potentially staying the night. So I think for some reason that gorge is really calling me anyway. So I think I'll try and find a campsite down there, and by the time I get down there it might be mid-afternoon, which will be a good time to start properly fishing. So yeah, let's go walk downstream and we'll put in some casts as well. Cannot get over how beautiful this place is. Honestly, this place is next level. Alrighty, well, I've been walking this river for the past couple of hours and man, it has been such a nice little walk, eh? Just the most amazing cliffs up behind it. It's actually just insane sandstone country. But anyway, I've come across my first proper bass pool. Unfortunately, like a lot of what I've seen so far has been pretty shallow and not very fishy. But yeah, this is probably the first proper pool I've come across. So I'm going to sneak up on it and yeah, try and pick up a fish. what I might do is I'll put the pack down now and I'll continue on foot with just a rod, and hopefully I can fish a bit better downstream. Yeah, hopefully there's a few more pools like this too, and yeah, we'll try and come up with something. Anyway, let's head on downstream. To start with, I've just chucked on this homemade lure, which Wollemi made for me about a year ago, and I haven't caught a fish on it yet, so I'm pretty keen to, but anyway, it just looks really good. I think it'd be really special to pick up a fish on it. He's pretty clever. I know you guys know Wollemi, but he makes his own lures, and yeah, man, they're absolutely awesome, so super keen to be throwing this down here. Anyway, let's try and pick one up. What? I'm so glad I had the camera rolling just then. Colo quicksand. Oh. Oh. Oh wow. That was so bloody weird. I just stood on the bank here and caused a mini tsunami in the pool here. Definitely not something you see on your everyday hike. Anyway, let's keep fishing. I've got a good feeling about this pool. Yes! Yes! Ew. Oh yes! Oh no! Oh no! Yes! Yes! Ew. Oh yes! Oh yes! You ripper! Oh, ew. Wow! Oh, there we have it, our first little bass of the trip. It's not a big one, but man, I'm stoked with that. I had 3 good hits in there and I missed 2 of them. And then this little guy came up and whacked it. What an insane zone. What an awesome little bass. On Wollemi's homemade lure too, which I'm absolutely stoked about. First little bass on that lure. Oh, cheers legend. Oh man, I am so stoked with that fish. Oh man. Oh well, I'm beyond stoked with that. Man, to think this is the first proper pool I've come across. I've been walking for hours. I was starting to think, you know, I might be out of luck this trip. I should have fished the first creek harder, but lo and behold, we land our first fish. And to have caught it on Wollemi's homemade in a zone like this, oh, I'm just so stoked with. I know there's some bigger fish in here because while I was showing you guys that fish, one of them hit the surface just behind me. So while they're feeding, I'm going to take advantage and yeah, try and get on a couple more. There we go, just as the rain started, another beautiful little bass. Phew. Very happy with this one. Oh man, I missed so many fish there. It's so good to finally get one, but I might have to stop fishing because the rain's just really quickly started to set in, so I might go back and let this one go, grab the pack and we'll find some shelter. You beauty. Oh, Oh man, I'm stoked with that, but let's get out of this rain. I think there's a cave up that way, so I might go find that, and then yeah, we might even try and set up in a cave somewhere. Yeah, let's go grab the gear. Oh, I managed to find a nice bit of respite under this cave here from the rain. And yeah, man, what a nice spot, eh? When you sit back and just listen to the sounds of the birds, it's actually just so peaceful here. Anyway, the rain seems to have slowed down, which is good, but it's pretty late in the afternoon, so I'm gonna go head upstream and suss out a cave I saw, which might offer a bit of protection if it rains overnight and be a good place to camp. Otherwise, just up there is a pretty good place to camp, or even here actually. But yeah, I'll try upstream first and then yeah, come back if I need to. Oh man, this place is just too bloody pretty. Just take a look at it. It's absolutely stunning. I cannot get over it, eh? It's just too gorgeous. Alrighty, well, just up behind me here, there looks to be a bit of a cave, so I might go suss it out and just see if it's flat enough for me to camp in, because my legs are pretty buggered. They've just started cramping up. There's been a ton of walking today, so yeah, pretty keen to sort something out. Let's go check it out. Alrighty, well, I think this will do for the night. It's not the biggest cave, but there's just enough space on the ground for me to lay out my mat and yeah, be pretty safe under there. We're not expecting rain anyway, so I'm not too worried. But man, the view from here is actually really bloody nice. So I think this is going to be epic to wake up to. Before I get too comfy, I might just go for a quick afternoon swim because that water looks just too bloody delicious. So go do that and then I can put on some dry clothes as well and then get comfy for the night. Alrighty, well, sleep situation's sorted for the night, and man, we've done such a good job. Oh, this is just such an epic spot, probably one of my favourite little camp spots so far. Anyway, I might get to work just getting a fire going. I'd like to have one just started early, that way I can, yeah, get a rig on with dinner and, you know, enjoy the evening as well. I think this cave's going to feel pretty special when I've got a fire going too, so yeah, very keen to just relax for the rest of the evening. Alrighty, well, the fire's kicking along nicely and the sun's just started to dip behind the horizon, so I'm going to make a start on dinner. And for tonight I've got a rosemary and beef pie, so we'll see how that goes. I've not cooked a pie out in the bush, it's a first for me, but anyway, I'll make a start in the meal prep now. Well, first up, I'm just going to chuck the beans on. And I'm also going to chuck in a little bit of garlic. And then I'm also going to chuck in a bit of butter as well. Alrighty, they look just about done. Let's get them off. Next up, let's just get the veggies on the pie. Alrighty, those veggies are looking pretty done. Let's get the mince on. Alright, let's add in the garlic and rosemary to the mince. And then I'm also going to add in some tomato paste, some beef stock and some cumin. All I have to do is add in the veggies and then yeah, cook the pie. Might chuck the veggies in and we're almost done. Well, it's turned into a pie. I'm just gonna put the mashed potato on top and then wrap it in alfoil. And then lastly, just a bit of cheese to sprinkle on top. Alright, well, I think it's the moment of truth for this bite. It's been in there long enough and I'm hungry, so let's rip into this. Hopefully it turned out alright. Oh, you ripper. That looks sensational. How's that for a meal out in the bush? I'm pretty bloody stoked and very keen to rip into this. Well, that was just in time, I think. It's just started to get that little bit dark, which is nice. Well, I tell you what, that is bloody delicious. It's probably one of the best bush meals I've done, I think. Man, that is just exactly what I needed after today. Alrighty guys, well, just finished up that dinner and man, that was bloody delicious. But anyway, I think I might just slowly wind into the night and get some rest. Today's been absolutely epic. It's just lived up to every expectation and way more too, so very keen to see what tomorrow brings. I think the fishing could be pretty good in the morning, so yeah, very keen to get down there and try and get a few more fish. But man, I'm just stoked to be here right now. I couldn't be more content. It's just been such an epic day. So with that in mind, I'm gonna get to bed and see you guys in the morning. Well, good morning guys. It has just been such a beautiful morning here. Just listening to the array of birds out here, it's just been beautiful. Anyway, I think while it's still early in the morning and the clouds are still quite overcast, I might go down and have a fish of those pools we saw yesterday and try and get a bit further downstream as well. I think it could be a good opportunity now while it's still quite early in the day to get a couple of bass. So yeah, let's go do that and then we'll come back and do a cook up for brekkie as well. Well, that was pretty bloody sketchy. I was just fishing the pool behind me and I sunk into the quicksand up to about my hip, and honestly it took all my effort I had in me to get myself out. I was there for maybe 5 or 10 minutes just trying to work my way out. I honestly didn't think it could get that bad. Like, I'm almost shaking now. Like, that was pretty terrifying. But yeah, I think maybe these sort of flowing areas you've really got to avoid, because yeah, I sunk well deep in that, and if that was both my legs, I think I would have been in a pretty sticky situation. But anyway, I think I might go shake it off and yeah, fish this next pool. have it, another little gorgeous Australian bass. Oh, I'm stoked to have gotten a fish this morning. I had a few hits there, but no hookups, and this guy came up and whacked it. Very, very happy with that one. Alright, let's get a quick picky and we'll let him go. Well, I'm super happy with that one. It's only little, but it's a fish on the board, so I'm gonna change up my lures just because I feel like using something different, and then we'll head on downstream to the next pool. Let's hope we get onto some more. Oh, yes, yes, yes. Oh, yes. Oh, better fish. Oh well, there we have it. Another gorgeous little bass on Juan's homemade lure. If you're watching Juan, cheers legend. Bloody sensational lure. My favourite by far. Oh man, these are just beautiful fish. Oh, ew. Alrighty guys, well, fish don't seem to be as hungry now, but same can't be said for myself, so why don't we head back to camp and we'll chuck some food on. Well, just made it back to camp and gonna make a start on brekkie this morning. I've just got a bacon Turkish roll, so might get the fire going and then yeah, we'll cook that up. But also, how bloody good is this setup? Man, I think I've outdone myself this time. To start with, I'm just going to prepare the turkey roll. So I've got some pesto to go on here, as well as some spinach leaves and some feta as well. Next up, I'm just going to chuck the bacon on there. Bacon to be nice and crispy when it's been sitting in my pack for 2 days, so I think it's just about done that, so let's put this together. Well, that looks pretty bloody delicious for brekkie. guys, well, just packed up camp and put out the fire. I think it's about time I get on out of here. But man, it has been such an awesome couple of days and I'm super keen to get back down here. I think next time I come down here I'm gonna have to put aside a couple of days because this country is just so phenomenal, and to have caught some fish as well. Oh, I'm absolutely stoked. But anyway, as always, thanks for hanging around. I hope you've enjoyed the video and I'll see you in the next one.